Hello, this is Greg Allison, Green Graves, coming to you on the 7th of November, 2020. And I'd written a poem, but I decided this is a little too somber. I just want to talk, and I'll do that poem later, a poem about what's on my mind here. But I'll give the background first, and I'll post this poem later. Might do a live session. I was a little late for that already. And yeah, so there's some things that's been bothering me. Hey, I'm thrilled to have a will. That I'm thrilled about. But this election, um, I know some of you are just thrilled, you're happy, but do you really know what you just got? There's that old adage, be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. And maybe sometimes you're getting more than you bargained for. Of course, I think most people actually voted for Trump. That's my opinion. There was something fishy at 4:30 in the morning when suddenly a lot of ballots appeared all at once in several polling places, like at the same time, and they were all 100% for Biden, even though there were several candidates. Of course, there was minor candidates. You'd think one or two votes would go for some of these other candidates. Nope, nope. Statistically, that's highly unusual. Highly unusual. There should be some real strong audits. I just don't know if that's going to happen. So I think the system is thrilled it's going the way it is because the system has an agenda and Trump is not part of it because the agenda is globalism and that agenda is subjection. That's how I see it. Now, that's my humble opinion. And we all have our opinions. We all have our worldviews. But I've been looking at these things and studying them for decades. Remember, I used to be on the other side. Maybe that's how I can appreciate it. Now, people on that side talk to me like they don't realize I was ever there and thought like them. Oh, yeah. I did have that affliction once upon a time. I outgrew it when I was very young. Now, so what might we be getting? Where might we be heading? Well, some of the things that you may see first and foremost, and I'll show you an article on that, is that you cannot expect that you will have requirements to be wearing a whole lot more of these. Okay. Yeah, this particular one is my invention. As you might recall, I did invent the smoking face mask. Maybe I should patent this now. It's probably going to be a lot more popular. Biden campaigned criticizing Trump for not having adequate controls for the bug going around. But a lot of you are very insistent on not wearing these and feel that it is a sign of the beast and various other sundry things that are bad for your health. A lot of people are very much opposed to wearing those things. And there's also those people who are opposed to having it mandatory that they take something that comes out of these. Some people say, oh, no, 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 no. Half the country has said that they will not take a mandatory, what, if you please. So maybe I'm expecting the pressure for that's going to be a whole lot higher now. What else do I expect? I expect Joe was very friendly with this. Joe and the DNC was very friendly with the CCP. I might say this election might have been bought and paid for by the CCP. Very friendly. I've done several videos telling you about the things that concern me about the CCP. And yeah, other things that I worry about are our very most fundamental freedoms. They've all been under attack by that side of the house. They use these freedoms against these freedoms. And that is the scary part of all. They have used the First Amendment against the First Amendment. Jeez. And then there's that little amendment number 5, where they really don't want us to have the right to, put off our sleeves and show our arms. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what does that mean? That's what worries me. In fact, I would submit to you, and I'm not calling for this. Don't misconstrue what Greg Allison is saying there. I'm the reporter. I'm just telling you what I see. I'm the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I see all that other protest and riots in the past as being a Sunday school picnic. Because if Joe makes good on his claims that he's going to come around taking up certain things, he claims to be the great uniter. He will be the greatest divider ever seen in this nation's history. It'll make the events of Abraham Lincoln and Jefferson Davis look like a Sunday school picnic there too, maybe. I am expecting huge, awful situations. Maybe that's what you voted for. Maybe you voted for your future masters. I'll tell you this. It's time to learn the language of your future masters, Mandarin, Chinese. They might be a little easier on you when they pull the trigger on you. I mean, hey, once they got to tell him once they're totally in control of the world and public opinion doesn't matter anywhere, man, watch out. Even now, what they do to their own people. And you'll be no better than a Uyghur. Maybe worse. So think about those things. Think about those things. What's happening in Tibet? What's happening in Inner Mongolia? It's coming here someday if we don't stop that from progressing. I've warned you about this. I have warned you. But, and maybe you took it to heed. Because again, like I said, I think the election was stolen. And I don't think they're going to be done about it. Yeah, Trump has taken it to lower courts and they're throwing it out. It's got to go through the lower courts to get the higher court, to get the Supreme Court. If they can get there, and if they really go through and do the due diligence and check these ballots out, they might find something fishy. There's claims of electronic vote flipping. There's claims of all kind of stuff. But there's also a lot of claims going around that I can't buy into. The guy who was out there talking about the watermark is connected to blockchain. We know exactly where the ballot is. Okay, so you got a piece of paper with a watermark on it because it's got something connected to blockchain. You're going to know exactly what this piece of paper is. No, you're not. That's ridiculous. How is electronics going to tell you where a piece of paper went? Not happening. Now, if your watermark had codes that was identical to a certain blockchain code, and if it got scanned, it might tell you something about where that paper went, at least where it was at when it got scanned. Maybe. Might tell you what the votes are on if they haven't been altered too much. Let me tell you something. The guy claiming that is also one of the guys that's been out there for a long time running that QAnon stuff, telling everybody, oh, don't, and see, that's what he's doing here too. He said, oh, don't worry, your pretty little heads. That's all taken care of. Don't worry. That's the problem. We have relaxed. We have been lulled into complacency by the people who say, don't worry, your pretty little heads. It's all taken care of. They're damn liars. And that man is a liar because it's not taken care of. Its ship is going down. All those 100,000 arrests are going to happen just any second now for the last 4 years. Bull crap. Never was going to happen. Never had all those indictments. It didn't exist. That was to mollify you, keep you from doing what you ought to do. It was a psyop. And a psyop worked. You got suckered in and didn't do anything. Because it's all taken care of. Don't worry, your pretty little heads, we got it covered. Yeah, he's from the other side. He came in on our side, supposedly, and told his little story. And so many people bought it hook, line, and sinker because he told them exactly what they wanted to hear. And see, that's the biggest, baddest way to, the biggest deception comes from a ball of information. And maybe the center of it, there's a great, ginormous piece of truth in there. Some of the allegations may have been absolutely true. But all you got to do to make the perfect lie is to take a sphere of truth, put just a little spin on it. In this case, I think there was a whole lot of spin. So, oh, this is what we're going to do. Or this is what it's going to mean. This is how to interpret it. And you get people see this, and they buy into that. And then they're sunk. That is the art of deception and was played very well in a great master psyop. And a lot of my intelligent, extremely intelligent friends fell for it. I argued with some of them, and they, oh, you'll see, we got this. I got generals and colonels and intel people all say it's true. I got all kind of sources that say this is the case. It's this. I said, no, it's not. Oh, they got mad. So, I didn't have to do any videos on that because I knew it would just go. People get mad at me. Mad. Guess what? It's over. Never happened. Ain't going to happen. Oh, yeah, they got Bernstein. Yeah, okay. They got him and his wife. They'll get a few little people that played with it. Not all of them. Who on the island next to his island? Epstein, excuse me. Who on the island next to Epstein's island? Nothing's going to be done about it. Nothing. Nothing. Not happening. Why? The deep state rules. A lot of people feel like Trump was elected because of racism. People elected Trump because they were racist. That's why they supported Trump. Most people I know supported Trump wanted to take down the deep state. They wanted to take down, prevent globalism, the global takeover, the ultimate complete Nazi fascism. That, yeah, it's not racist. Not that side. That stuff's not racist. He wants to destroy everybody equally. Yeah, it'll take you down. Go to Georgia Guidestone. See how many people are going to be left when it's all said and done. Doesn't sound like fun. Oh, Greg, that's nonsense. That's not what happened. Okay, well, they wrote it in stone. And then you got hundreds of American elites who've made quotations about these things to that effect. I shared a few of them in a recent video, about 25. Oh, I've got a list of them, and forget about it. It's written in stone. And that's not good enough. So, okay, it's coming. Not only that, they're telling us what they're bringing to us, but it all sounds so good. All fly poison is sugar. All the best poison pills are sugar coated. It's going to taste so good going down. Yum, 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 yum. Oh my gosh, it's so sweet. Until you're laying on the floor doing the funky chicken and pass out. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm really way off base. But they're telling us. I'm going to share some websites. I'm going to show you these websites. I've shown them before, but let's just go through them one more time because I think it didn't sink in with some people. What they really chose, what they really supported. And maybe we've supported it tacitly, even if we disagreed with it, because we were mollified by the great psyop. That great psyop, the QAnon, it's all covered, taken care of. There's umpteen thousand, tens of thousands, I saw 74. Every time I heard the number, it went up. I remember it started up, 5,000, 20,000, 74,000. Every time I heard the number, it just kept going higher. 100,000, millions of indictments. What are you going to see? You saw one guy in jail, lady in jail, a couple more. That's about all you're going to see. That's about it. Was there a core of truth to it? I suspect so. Didn't I tell you the greatest deceptions come with the core of truth? But see, they knew it all along. Nothing to come of it. Nothing. So we'll have to talk about what you can do. You have to look after yourself now. We can do it in groups. We can help. There's some other things we can do. Yeah. But let me just do some shares. There is some good news. There is some good news. And right now, if you've never prepped, oh boy, you really better get at it now. Hang on. What did I tell you? What did I tell you about the mask? What did I say? Look at that. The transition team has been working for months on how to coordinate federal agencies to execute the plans Biden outlined months ago. The proposals include a national mask mandate. Now, maybe you think that's good. Using a mask, he's obviously standing out somewhere, probably 6 feet from everybody, on a loudspeaker and using a mask. I don't know, just something funny about that picture. You're on a loudspeaker, a megaphone, and using a mask. I mean, that is just funny. Okay, here's the good news. The good news is right now we still have the special $100 off 4-week supply of 25-year long-term food storage. I mean, food that lasts 25 years. And right now the price is for a month for one person. Wow, guys, this is real food. This is real meals. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 2,000 calories a day. You'll be a winner, and it'll keep hunger away. See all that? And it has desserts and drinks. And look, guys, you can get other prepping supplies here. You go to prepwithgreg.com. Prepwithgreg.com takes you into all this, and you get all kinds of survival items. Water filtration. You really need pure water. And there's air filtration too. So pay attention to all these things. There's other food choices here, including gluten-free food options. Okay, they don't have gluten-free. You didn't ever check, did you? Oh, I've heard that. Yeah, I hear all kinds of things. People, especially coming about my videos, who don't ever watch them. It happens all the time. But anyway, yeehaw. So we'll go off this. I hate it when I'm trying to click on something here, and Zoom just lowers its menu just when I'm trying to click on a tab for Google. I mean, they need to redesign where all these menus come in at. All righty, guys, this is from the United Nations Global Governance Organization. Sustainable Development Goals. Oh, and that's so pretty. Look at that zero. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. These kids are so cute. Well, they are cute. There's no doubt about it. Those are really cute kids, cute ladies, beautiful colors, and everything on here sounds nice and wonderful. Gender equality sounds good. Clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy. It all sounds good. Everything here sounds wonderful. The problem is how they're planning to get there. I can show you and get there in a way that would help everybody, cost nobody anything. But it's my sustainable habitat concept. You don't have to get there all at once either. And it should be totally voluntary, not forced. I believe it should be so great and so wonderful. Everybody wants it, not you got to take it. You see, I got the opposite idea. But look here. Here's what worries me. See, target date. What date is that? 20 and a 30. Really? Wow, that's only 9 years away. That's all there's left now. See, they're in a hurry. Why is that year such a thing? I mean, I'll show you. You're going to get them in. Well, to get there, they got to get the ball rolling. They got to make some big changes. And somebody, it's called the World Economic Forum, is supporting this great reset. Now, if you want to know where all these things are going, the World Economic Forum, what's that got to do with this? Yeah, they're all tied in. Well, look here. Here they are again, the World Economic Forum. Bam, bam, bam. Now, what are they showing here? Hang on. Oh, I hate when it does that. Welcome to 2030. I own nothing, have no privacy, and life has never been better. Oh, don't that sound so beautiful? They're talking about lists. Creighton. They've got lists for everybody that supported the Trump administration. If you gave them $1, they got your name on the list. Lisa Haven did special. And I actually went and looked up the map, and I found it to be true. I could say all my little neighbors that gave $1, $5, $20, $100, how many times they gave, how much they gave each time, where they live. In a day and age when there's people saying that they want to go after people that did that, isn't that a wonderful thing to publish? Maybe they would like to have some privacy. See, if you're in opposition to a system that's in control of everything, you might want some privacy to protect you. But see, they don't want that. That's why they want no privacy. That way they know everything. Nobody can hide anything. And if you support something that's not in keeping with the mainstream down your throat thought and drive of the governance system, which will be absolutely corrupt, I guarantee you. It's power corrupts, and I'm saying power corrupts absolutely. That system, that gulag, is not going to tolerate anything. It isn't just totally worshipful of them. I mean, if you weren't just, oh, you're the best. We love you so much as you put your jackboot on my neck. Oh my gosh, the cleats on the sole of your shoe feel so good. I love it. Do it again, please. Just make sure you kick harder next time. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes. And if you say anything else, then you might want to do that in private, but you'll have no privacy to do it under. See my point? Yeah, okay, I use a ridiculous example, but you wouldn't have to think far to come up with other more practical examples of what I talk about. Sometimes it's best to illustrate absurdity with absurdity. And that was the exercise I just took a part of there. And I hope you understand. Of course, it's all a live action role playing game. I don't know exactly what's going to play out, how it's going to play out, so I'm just talking about it. You know, this is like a simulation. It's a thought simulation. You know, it's a thought exercise, as Einstein used to have. You know, he would go through a thought experiment. So that's kind of what this is. Experiment brought to a simulation, a live action role-playing simulation. LARP session. So, I don't know, guys. That worries me. But here's what's expecting to be booming now, and guess what? The DNC is totally in love with these guys, and they're claiming their economy is going to double by the year 2035. Ah, okay. 5 years after everybody else has got no property. 2035. Isn't that interesting? 2035. Wow. Okay. And once we're back again to this, stop share. So when you say, Greg, you're ridiculous, you're not going to have any more pressure to wear this. Now, Greg, there won't be any more pressure that says you got to do this. Of course, a lot of you are going to say, oh, no, you should. There's a lot of people who are scared to death of that, and some I know personally, including some who have been vaccine injured. Get the point. So, the freedoms are gone. Just like that. Bye, bye, Miss America, bye. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys are drinking Jack Daniels and Jim Beam. That don't rhyme with die, does it? This is not the way that it seems. Oh no, this is not the way that it seems. Okay, to turn a little different. Aye. So yeah, this all had me a little depressed here last couple of days. It's been kind of hard to be chipper. I've not done as much of video stuff. I did my video on my web. I've had some other problems. I've had some strange video issues. For example, camera that we've shown so many times. It's dead. I'm using it now as a charger for the replacement camera, basically, I just bought. Just so happens I bought one almost just like it. This is a R700. I bought a R800 camera. Why? Because I wouldn't have to spend any time learning how to use it. Same, everything's the same on it. Look and feel almost. And the batteries are interchangeable. So now I've got another platform to charge my batteries and 2 batteries. So I have to run out of batteries. And of course, this is a little better. It's newer. So I'll do a little better video. I'm looking to buy some other cameras because I want to improve my game and give you better video. This kind of camera is what I prefer to use in the field. And stick in my pocket. Of course, sticking anything in your pocket means it gets all kind of dust and dirt in it, and some of you can't get out. So you start seeing stars and speckles in the video over time. But holy smoke, it just works so much better. So here's what happened to me. I tried to make some videos. I had 5 or 6, no, I actually had about 6 videos I hadn't uploaded on a memory card. And the first thing that happened was my memory card fried. I went and just last night and bought a new memory card. So I tried to do another one of those videos. I've been promised you a video for some time on black gum trees. And now I've started to do that video. I did it once and I've started to redo it. And so I bought a new memory chip, put it back in the same camera, and went out today and the camera died. Well, last night I was trying to do a video. Yesterday I was trying to do a video on the well. I was going to show you all this well drilling and blah, 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 blah. And because my card died, I didn't have time to go get a camera, an SD card yesterday until later. So I tried to do that on my phone. Now, I have done videos on this phone many times. Y'all seen those zillion videos from my phone. Sometimes I upload them to my computer and upload them. That file was like, it was only a 30-minute video. That file was ginormous. And my computer wouldn't process it. And if I uploaded it directly from my phone via the Wi-Fi, it'd take 40 years to upload. So I had to plug it into my computer and upload it. And it took an hour and a half to upload. But so I just, the card, the phone, the camera, I just had a bevy of issues hit me the last 24 hours on videos, the last 48 hours. Well, it's all been in the last 24 hours, actually. Just, I've been hit left and right. Just terrible, all kind of things going on. Nothing was working. It's like I got gremlins attacking me, maybe demons attacking me because I'm not on their side. So friends, I need some prayers. I need some help. We all need to pray together. Let's pray for this country. Pray for each other. This is part of what we can do. I believe in a power prayer. We're going to have a prayer session on the 11th of November, 11/11 at 11 p.m. 11 minutes, 11/11, 11/11. We're going to pray for this country. We're going to pray that we get through all this stuff. We're still going to pray for peace and prosperity, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult a lot because let's pray that he don't get the idea to go around and pick up some things, because that's really going to incite a lot of people. A lot of people are heavily invested in what they got, and and it's not just investment of money, it's the investment of belief. They went and got this stuff because they feared their government. And when the government comes around to take them, the government is reinforcing that fear. So if you think Creepy Joe can pull that off and be the great uniter, I don't see it. I just got to tell you, I don't see it. So what else can you do? Well, you can try to support the effort for the recounts. Do that. All effort for recounts, and for, talk to your local legislators, your congressmen. Do what you can in that area. Don't know what's going to happen. Senate. The Senate may be closer split than we thought. I'm not even sure Mitch McConnell or Republicans will retain the Senate now. And even if they do, who the votes, it looks like it's going to be 50-50. And sometimes, we got some rhinos in the Republican Party. So even if the Senate's not 50-50, the votes may be 50-50. And who gets to be if the votes are 50-50, who cast the deciding vote, the split tie? There's 100 senators who actually gets to be the tiebreaker? The vice president. So the votes, if they're split, will go Democratic, or Joe Biden wants. So let's hope the Senate's enough Republican that something really bad and honest won't come up to a vote, like something to take some of these away from us even more. Just remember, though, the Republican Party is deep state too, and that's the problem. Maybe not as much so as the DNC, but that's the problem. That's why I'm libertarian, but I do cast my vote often for the Republicans, because they're the ones who have the best chance of getting elected and preserving that amendment number 5 I've talked about so often here. Come on, give me focus back. Jeez, what I said about my video. All kind of problems. There we go. There we go. Jeez. Jeez. It's like the gremlins are after me, but they're not just, all kind of gremlins out here. That's why we need to reinforce each other with prayer. We all need some prayer right now. So what else you can do? Hey, we still got the Supreme Court, with the exception of Justice Roberts. He's probably the most, he's a closet, globalist. Nah, he's not even a closet on that. Closet liberal. Maybe a closet commie. So, yeah, I don't trust Roberts. You know, everybody on the Democrat side is counting him as a conservative. Oh no, don't do that. He'll vote conservative if he knows that the conservative side has got it 100%, just so he'll look good to them. Or maybe if the other side's absolutely going to win, he'll let them have it, and he'll throw up a token, or, you know, whatever. But if he's the decider, if he's the guy that gets to split the vote, he's going to the left. Take it to the bank. That's just something he's got a personal angst about. I seriously doubt it. He's a globalist, big time. And so was Bush, and his daddy Bush. This might have been a little bit better than what the other side had to offer. Sometimes we vote for the least of evils. Never said Trump was the great, wonderful man, but he was the man who we hoped would take down the deep state. His administration was so wrapped up in litigation and you know, impeachments and everything, he really couldn't get around to doing his job. And now he don't have that job. But there's talk he might try to come back in 2024. And he just might win. So there's hope. There's hope in that area. The demographics of this country seem to be changing. A lot. And that kind of seems to bode for the globalism side. But there's still a hope. There's still hope. Let's hope we find something to keep the Deagle report from coming true. It says our country will be massively depopulated. Our economy would crash. Well, you know, that just might happen with all this junk going around. So, you know, that would definitely help that great global reset, right? So be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. But this time I really think the majority didn't ask for it. I think we just got it anyway. So these are my reflections. And I don't know. Again, we got some hope in the Supreme Court. And even though the Senate might be fickle, you can always write your senators, even your congressmen, and still have some effect. But we're going to have to be very vocal. We may have to go out and do our own protest and be very, 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 very vocal. Nothing we should do is they trounce Trump daily on everything. We shouldn't give Biden any rest at all. Creepy Joe, Sniffy Joe, sniffing on there, all the little young ones. Creepy. We shouldn't give him a minute rest. Not a minute. Do unto him as they did unto Trump. Don't give him a minute of rest. You know, we're just, you know, probably a few months or a couple of years away from having the first woman president anyway, Miss Kamala. And who knows? It's still possible that the court will pull it off and they will find great malfeasance and election fraud and give the election to Trump. Give it back to him. Of course, the media will say he stole it then. That's what they'll say. Anyway, yeah, I did call that man a liar, didn't I? Well, he can't prove it, can he? All this stuff, all these months. Oh, yeah, we got more and more indictments, more and more. Well, why didn't they pull the trigger on that stuff many months ago when times were tough and things were critical? Never happened. That's why I say bunk. Fool me once, okay. Fool me twice, I don't know. Fool me thrice, yeah. It's like that little Nibiru planet. It's coming around about to smack Earth any second now for 20 years. And nobody, no astronomer, amateur or otherwise, can see it. They're looking hard for it and don't see it. And a lot of you people believe in that. So it may be something way out there, but we haven't seen it yet. And it's not about to smack Earth 2 or 3 seconds from now. It's not coming in our solar system. It's not upon us. And all these little asteroids moving around, and we've been saying they're at the velocities of nearest orbits. They're not being swept in from some ginormous thing outside of our solar system or some big debris field. They're all right here, all going around and around and around. We're in the shooting gallery, my friend. Earth is in the shooting gallery of space. And the asteroids are always up there. Always has been, always will be, until maybe we get the technology to go up there and take a few of them out and put them into better useful products. Yeah, some of you don't believe in it, that's fine. I have another channel where I talk about that kind of stuff. So it's called Galactic Gregs. If you're interested, go check it out. No apostrophe, just like Green Gregs, one jet in, no apostrophe. There is hope future. That's why I do that channel. There is hope. But we got a tough time ahead of us. And if this global gulag comes on, we're not going to space. We're not going to Earth. They can't control us that way. It's all about control. It ain't nothing about the environment. All this stuff they talk in the environment is a sham. It is control. It's the only thing they care about is control. They want to control us. They want to control us because they fear us. They're afraid we'll wake up and figure out everything they've done to us over the many, many, many years. So the best thing they can do is just get rid of us and control the rest. There's too many of us to control. That's why they wrote it in stone, if you know what I mean. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm so far off base. Gosh, I really do. Now, for once, I really, really, really do hope I am off base, way off base. I hope I'm totally, completely wrong. I really do. I'm afraid I'm not. That's the problem. All righty, folks. I've gone on and on and on. I will do it. You know, I've just been depressed over all this, to be honest. It's disheartening to me to think of what is before our country, to think that our country got hoodwinked. That depresses me. I feel like we've been hoodwinked. And who's in on it? The mass media, all the press, and all these other things. Because a lot of us get our message hidden. A lot of channels have been destroyed. Oh, look, everybody believes Fox News. Oh, Fox News is conservative. You know, owns Fox News? Mickey Mouse, the same outfit that owns ABC. You guys is just window dressing. You buying that stuff, you're you're drinking the Kool-Aid. Yeah, that stuff. Yeah, they still got a couple people on there telling they allow a couple of token conservatives on there. Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity. But they would love to get rid of them too. But they realize probably that channel would cease to exist. So they'll give you just enough truth, and then they're going to water it down with all the others. Yeah, I want to tell you the ones that called Arizona so fast. So when they call Alaska, where the votes were like 63% for Trump and have been, and you know Alaska was going to carry Trump, no doubt about it. Why couldn't they call Alaska? But they were in such a hurry to call Arizona. Why? They're part of it. They're part of it. If you doubt that, I'm sorry, my friends. And you probably, all right, I know I made a lot of you mad tonight, especially when I jumped on QAnon. Hey, it didn't produce, did it? Show me the results. Show me the beef. I ain't seen it. Show me the beef. I'm not seeing it. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong on that too. But show me the beef. You know, you keep telling me the same story over and 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 over. And you keep blowing that story up every time you tell me. And it's going to happen just any time now. And you have all kind of crises over for it. I mean, for Pete's sake, Trump got impeached. He just didn't get convicted. And what did he get impeached for? Because he asked the president of Ukraine to look into what was going on vis-a-vis Hunter Biden. Oh yeah, and didn't Ukraine get $1 billion aid package withheld from them? Didn't Joe brag about it to keep them from looking into Hunter Biden previously? The company he was involved, the company that he was on the board of, the energy company, which apparently he did a lot of shady things. The company that. What was Joe's qualifications to be on this company? And oh yeah, there was international company, overseas company. Why was he serving on that board? It was because he had connections, influence. Why would they put him on the board? Like if you're a company and you set up a board of directors, the board of directors are the most important people in your company. They're the people that expect to provide you money, to bring you very high level senior guidance, extreme expertise. Board of directors of a corporation matters. You've got to bring something to the table. You just can't be any old flunky old, oh, we're on your board of directors. Oh, yeah, sure. Come on in. No, 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 no. And he only had one thing that he had that was worthwhile to them. Dear old dad. And dear old dad didn't disappoint. So there you go, my friends. I don't know what else to say. Just let's pray. And let's pray our country gets through this and we come out on the other side and we can rebuild and go stronger. That's my prayer. But in the meantime, well, I think we need to pray that they don't go around and exercise certain things that they said they were going to do. Like especially taking certain things from me and you. Yeah. They do that, it's not going to be peaceful. And he will not be a uniter. He will be the great divider. Anyway, my friends, I've been on enough. So I'm going to say at this point, thank you for watching.